going to be trying to make a hamburger on the George Foreman Grill. I haven't actually done a hamburger on this before, so I'm kind of excited. And as you can see, I've started finally moving back into my kitchen. Very excited. I'll give you a tour once it's all put together. But we're going to be using some ground beef tonight. I'm going to be using some turkey bacon. And of course, I've got a bunch of little fixins there that I'm going to be putting on my completed burger. So let's go ahead and get started. I've got my grill heating up to go ahead and make the bacon, and what I'm going to do in the meantime is get my hamburger ready. And I'm going to be using some ground round here. So let's go ahead and get that in there, about enough for a hamburger. And then to that, I've diced up a little bit of shallot. I like a little onion in my burger, and the shallot has a nice mild flavor, so I appreciate that. And I'm going to be adding a little bit of seasonal to that. Just gives it a little bit of extra flavor. I'm going to go ahead and get that all mixed up and incorporated. You can add anything, obviously, to your hamburger you like, but I'm just making something simple and basic. Make sure everything gets good and mixed up. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is put a little bit of plastic wrap on this and set it aside while I'm cooking my bacon. Okay, so that's beeped and it's ready to go. And the George Foreman Grill is my favorite way to make bacon. This will be my first try at turkey bacon on the grill, but should come out fine. So I'm going to put 2 pieces right on there, and then go ahead and give it a few minutes on the grill. Let's see. Oh, the bacon looks just about there. And it will cook a little bit once you take it off. So that's where I'm going to put it. Very nice. Came out great. Going to set that aside. And then I'm going to go ahead and put on the hamburger patty here. Whoops, don't slide off. Nice big thick patty. Let me put my lid down. Okay, so while we have the hamburger cooking, we're going to go ahead and work on our mushrooms. I have the induction cooktop out, and I put about 1½ tablespoons of butter in there. And you can see that it's already starting to melt. The butter's on the move. This thing works really, really quick. Butter's melted. I'm going to go ahead, add my mushrooms. Get those stirred around. And then to that, I'm going to add a little bit of garlic salt. And a little bit of red wine. Smells good. And then I'm just going to go ahead and saute these down and let that little bit of liquid reduce and evaporate. Timer's gone off on the burger. It's been 7 minutes. Let's see how we're doing. Ooh, that looks good. So I'm going to go ahead and test the temperature on there. Let's see. 7 minutes, brought it right up to where I want it. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and get it out onto this plate. Turn off my grill. I'm going to go ahead and give my mushrooms a stir, and at this point I'm going to wipe down my grill. Look how great that came out. Just wiped it down really quickly with a damp paper towel. Top and bottom. Fabulous. Okay, I've taken the mushrooms out, and I'm using the remainder of the juice with a smidge, a little bit more butter, and I'm going to use that to lightly sort of toast this bread a little bit. And then that's what we're going to use for our hamburger bun. Bread's all warmed through, and it's time to go ahead and assemble my burger. So I'm going to go ahead and put my lettuce in the bottom. What I'm using actually instead of lettuce is kale. It's got a lot of good nutrients in it and does a good job. It tastes pretty good. I like it. And then to that, I've got my burger. I'm going to put on my mushrooms. Oh, those smell good. Probably should be using a spoon, but I won't say anything if you won't. And you could have actually sauteed those in a little olive oil as well. But because I'm using turkey bacon and I used the George Foreman grill so that all the fat drained away, I saved that fat and I used it for just that little bit of butter. Gonna go ahead, put on 2 slices of aroma tomato. Actually, I think that's a off the vine tomato. Little bit of the turkey bacon here, and of course my condiments. I like to put a little mayonnaise, a little bit of mustard, and believe it or not, a touch of ketchup. Put the lid on my burger. And that's a monster homemade burger. Doesn't that look delicious? Look at that. That is a fantastic and fairly healthy burger considering. And there you go. So my first burger on the George Foreman grill, and came out much better than making it in a pan and much faster than heating up the barbecue. So I think that was a pretty much, I could say, a success.